We're live. Hey, everybody. This is NotJay. How you folks doing? Got McMurray with us tonight. Might have some others from the War Room pop on a little bit later. But I thought it'd been a couple of days. We had two great shows. Had some great shows this weekend. And with Forrest Harris on Friday from Knuckle Duster. And then we had last night David Heath from Lock and Load Publishing. And so I thought, hey, you know what? What better way to start off the new week with a solo shot? So here I am. Well, solo in the sense that it's my show on my channel, not, me piggybacking off of Matt's coattails. But I do have McMurray with me, who's got looks like is that an M10?
That is an M10. Yeah, I figured if we're going to be doing hobby stuff, I may as well bring some hobby stuff up. Yeah, I got an M10 here. Here's the fun, again, another delightful little quirk of U.S. nomenclature. I got a pair of M8s.
Oh, nice. There you go. The one M8 is one I'm most familiar with. The one with the gun, the big gun.
Oh, okay.
That's
Scott?
Yeah. Well, actually, the Scott and the Greyhound. The little 6-wheel do hopper.
Yep.
Is that an M8 or an M20?
This is an M8. The M20 just had the little square raised section with a pintle.
That's right.
This is an M20, or I'm sorry, an M8. It does have this. I don't know. I don't remember when I put this together or where I got this from, but the glue seems to be coming apart. So I need to just tack those back on there, and these are ready to go. Again, I don't know what the heck I'm going to do for this bolt action thing I got coming up next weekend, but this is in standard me fashion. I'm putting things together at a frightfully hurried rate, which results in things like this, where you can see the little doohickey that holds the gun in place instead of the two little tabs.
Right.
Where the tabs are. I'm just going to put that in, inverted. So, cool in Top Gun, dumb on tanks.
It happens.
Right.
We got the OG with us, the original Grognard. Hello, Devin. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Devin.
So, and beverage of choice tonight. I'm going old school. I'm going Fresca. I like me a Fresca.
I have good old-fashioned dihydrogen monoxide over here.
There you go. That stuff will kill you if you breathe it.
I will take note of that and be careful.
Yep. Always deadly if you breathe dihydrogen monoxide.
Yeah, buddy.
So,
man, I really kind of want to paint this thing, though, this torpedo boat. But if I need to be playing in a bolt action game this weekend with...
there is that, but, it is, nautical night. For those of you that watched last night, y'all did see this model. This is USS Tinsman, DE 589. It was commanded by William G. Grody, the grandfather of my boss. And at our place of business, we've got really tall ceilings. It's a lumber yard. And it's got really tall ceilings. And when you're looking from inside the building out the front door, on the left-hand side, you see a war-torn, battered U.S. American flag that flew over the ship during the Battle of Leyte Gulf. It also has the commissioning streamer in that case along with it, since he was the planeholder commander. Actually, he was the commander of this ship the entire time the ship was in service during World War II. And in fact, he was not going to become the commander because the ship was slated to go over to the Pacific, and he would have been the youngest captain of a ship in the Pacific. And he said, what does it matter what ocean I'm in? I'll either be the youngest commander of a ship in the Atlantic or the youngest commander of a ship in the Pacific. What does it matter? And they said, yeah, that's a good point. All right, you're heading over to the Pacific. So
somebody's got to be the youngest.
Yep, exactly. You know, what are you going to tell the guy that's, you know, a couple of years older than me? Oh, I'm sorry, you're the youngest commander in the Pacific. You can't be here. Yeah, hogwash.
Right? Yeah.
You know?
Okay, cool. I'm going back to my ship now.
Yeah, right. And then on the other side is another American flag in almost pristine condition, like it just got pulled out of the out of the bag. And that's the flag that was flying over the ship on VJ Day, Victory over Japan Day. It was the ship was not one of the ships in Tokyo Harbor. It was actually on its way back to Pearl Harbor when the document was signed. But still, it's pretty cool that they were able to hold on to both of those flags. Howdy, Paul. Thank you for joining me.
Is that a Paul Beckus?
It is a Paul Beckus.
Outstanding. Everybody loves a good Paul Beckus on a, anytime, any day.
Yeah. For him, I'm thinking he's Monday morning. Are you getting ready for work, Mr. Beckus? If so, have a great day at work. Be safe. And then Minnie Warmut's saying hi. Hello.
Hello.
Let me guess, you're having to watch Scrubs or something with the wife.
Grey's Anatomy. Scrubs would be tolerable. He's watching Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's ER or some damn thing.
Yeah, something terrible.
It's all the same show, right?
Yeah. Scrubs and MASH are really the only two medical shows that have any sort of individuality. The rest of them just take themselves far too seriously.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Anyway, so that's just a little bit about the company I work for, or the man who started the company I work for and his ship. I think it's rather interesting. So
yeah.
I'm doing my best to paint this thing up to look like it did when it came out of the fleet yards in the Atlantic, because by the time it got to the Pacific, it was just gray. And who the hell wants a gray ship? You know,
I'm painting a gray ship. Shut up.
Anyway, we've got Paul Beckus here saying 7 hours now. Don't start working until 1500. Oh, well, you got a couple hours.
There you go.
And then Minnie Warmut. Man, my father-in-law grabs the last Red's apple and I couldn't say anything. Ugh.
Oh, no.
And then procrastinating over doing my weights workout or paint minis. Well, Mr. Beckus, I am of all people, as much as I dislike painting, I hate doing workouts even more.
Paul, I'll tell you this much. Nobody ever prevented getting their own ass kicked by painting miniatures.
Exactly. So.
All right, where the hell? I just knocked Oh, man. I just knocked off one of my fabulous custom-made outstanding
davits.
Yeah. Well, it's more just a
rope holder.
Yeah. And it would appear to be gone forever.
Well, that's no good.
Whatever, I'll find it later.
So
I'll find it later. All I'm doing is dry brushing, so. Well, like heavy over. I don't know how to dry brush. I'm just putting a color over this thing, and it kind of looks okay. I don't know how to dry brush. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna blow smoke up the listeners. I don't know how to dry brush.
That's okay. Neither do I.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we should just call this the "We Don't Know How to Dry Brush" show.
Yeah. Or I'm painting. I think.
Yeah. The painting channel to not learn anything from.
Alrighty, so I'm looking at the design work here. I'm figuring out maybe this is where I'm going with it next. I hope.
Turds. I got that color done, and now I need to find this stupid ring thing.
Oh, I need to find my paintbrush. So my overly excited kitty put her face in my drink the other night, just before we were going to go live on, what was that? Thursday night we played, I played with the Wiley, and spilled my fresh drink all over the damn place. And so I ended up having to clean up my desk. So all of my brushes got put away into someplace I don't remember.
Man, I am crawling around on the floor. I don't know where the hell this thing went. This is why you never hobby on carpet, boys and girls. Or why you keep your hobby space clean, but I know that's a lost venture for anything like me.
Right.
What the what? This thing can't just disappear. This is killing me. I mean, well, I take that back. I say it can't just disappear. The realities of right the hell now tend to disagree with me. What the? NotJay, what'd you do with this thing? I blame you for this. You got me all motivated. I'm doing stuff. Wow, it's dirty under here. Oh, cool. There's a pair of 20 millimeter machine guns. Yeah, son of a bitch. I lost it, man. Are you kidding me?
Oof. Mr. Beckus, I feel for your brother. You ordered that starter kit plus $50 postage. Oh, Lord.
What's going on?
Yeah, so last night, Paul decided, hey, I think I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of lock and load love. And he ended up buying the starter set.
Oh, that's cool.
But at $14. But oh, crud.
I hate it when that happens. Oh, what the Jesus? What?
What?
He got it for $14 and paid $50 in postage?
Yeah.
Jesus, Paul, buddy, you are a fine man, my friend.
That's just ugly. And I can't blame, I can't blame Lock and Load for that because, well, that's what it costs to send stuff overseas to, the land down under.
Yeah, Jesus, Marion, Joseph, that's rough.
So thanks for helping support a game company that, well,
really appreciate it.
War Room is definitely involved with at this point. Buddy, I know you want to be on TV right now, but I'm painting, so I'm sorry I can't oh, damn it. You're going to make it difficult for me, aren't you? Come here, you.
Not happening. No. I think you're the only one. No, if you're painting a cat, not painting, then people are going to look at my painting, and then I have to.
No, I'm going to paint.
Okay. I was like, hold on. We cannot have people looking at my paint jobs. That's not okay.
No, I'm painting. He's just going to be here in my lap while I am painting. Mr. Beckus, it is good. Please do not think it's not good. So it's a lot of fun. It really is. It really, really is. So back to this. Okay, so
plus you've been watching these goobers play it, and they don't have any problems. So Paul, you'll be golden.
Oh yeah, exactly. Cat hair. Damn it.
All right,
seriously,
so
animal.
I'm trying to paint these torpedoes all brassy or bronzy or something because it's 1890 or whatever. I think I'm going to do a coat of desert yellow or green brown, whatever the hell this is. Green, brown, desert yellow. They look pretty darn close. Underneath.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no way in hell a bronze color is going to go on over this gray and look anything short of just god awful disastrous.
Right. I feel you there.
So let's see how this works. We're just going along on a painting journey here.
I feel like a bad Bob Ross.
Oh, dude, the worst Bob Ross. Like, we have the attitude. We're jolly folks. But God, he actually was like good at art and stuff. And
yeah, well, he had talent.
Yeah, and then you got us.
Yeah. All right. So I've readjusted my camera so you can see what the hell I'm doing here. I don't know if this is the way you're supposed to paint ships, but you know what? This is how I'm painting a ship.
Right now, we got two different takes on how to paint ships, man.
Yeah.
So right now, like, look at this. We're just this is how discussions and discourse should take place. Two people. Well, the first part of this is shockingly close to politics. Two people who have no idea what they're doing, just babbling.
Right.
The difference is we're being civil about it instead of being dicks to one another. Other than that, yeah, actually, this kind of does resemble politics quite a bit because, yeah, we're two guys who have no idea what we're doing it anyways.
Yep.
In front of a public audience. God, yikes. I've never felt so bad about myself in my entire life as when I just compared you and I to a politician. I am truly sorry, NotJay.
That's okay. That's okay. You know what? If all politics could be done this way, our lives would be a hell of a lot easier.
That's fair.
I think I'm doing this right. You know what? And if it's not right, oh well. You know?
Guess what? It's your model.
Yeah. Well, technically it is the company's model.
Okay, it's your paint job.
Yeah.
It's a model.
Again, I'm going to paint it the way I want to paint it. And honestly, as long as it looks kind of like it's supposed to, I think they're going to be happy.
Dude, you could paint that thing in nothing but a bland grayscale, and they would think it's fantastic.
Yep.
You're not going to do that because, you're good at this and stuff. But my point is, people are really shocked by how, I can't say easy, but how not necessarily difficult it is to get a basic paint job on a model if you take a second. Hell,
yeah.
Or if you're like you and I, and you go fast and you know how to do it.
Right.
To the point where, yeah, that's passable. Look at me making passable models. All right. Passable is the name of the game, man. Model painting in med school. Just got to pass.
Yeah, I paint pass fail.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah. This is definitely a survey course in painting right here. No one's getting graded. We're just here for the ride. Here to listen, man.
And have fun while we're doing it. Hey, Paul Beckers is also painting a ship. What are you painting, Paul? Share with us.
Hey, man, let us know. I'm eager to hear. If it's something that I've got, which there's an embarrassingly decent chance of, I might go grab it and paint with you. Somebody pointed that out a couple weeks ago. It's like, well, I've got this I need to paint. And I was like, oh, yeah, man, I need to paint one of those too. Well, I got this. I'm thinking I'm going to paint. Oh, shit. Dang, I do too. And then another guy was like, well, I've got this. And the issue is they were talking about completely different periods and scales. Like one guy was talking about World War II. He was talking about Cruel Sea stuff.
Yeah.
And another dude was talking about micro knot stuff. So 1/1200 age of sail.
Right.
And it was embarrassing that these two guys were talking about two completely different, games and systems that they each wanted to paint and play. And I was like, oh yeah, I need to paint those also. Crap. The joys of not being married. Good luck, guys. Bye.
Right. That could be worse.
I'm about to say, yeah, I mean, you got a wife that asks you why you haven't already gotten models, which is pretty awesome. So there's that, because Donna's the best. All right, there's that. There's the butt end of that torpedo painted. All right. This is part of the issue, however, that I've run into in painting, wartime stuff, which I mean, honestly, if we're being real brutally honest with ourselves, should apply to a lot more than just ships. But is that oftentimes you run out of colors on stuff. It's just, hey, look, this is gray. Hey, look, this whole thing is green.
Yeah.
Like U.S. wartime equipment in World War II. What color was that? Green? What do you mean green? I mean, everything was green, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Right.
I'm really honest to God, not trying to be a dick. I just mean everything was green.
When I mean everything, I mean everything.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, you get, unfortunately, equipment like that is like that through a lot of things. The British just started going, yeah, okay, it's green. Like, what do you mean? Well, see, we got all this green dye, see? And instead of having to keep things straight, we're just going to make everything green. Okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. Bye.
Mr. Beckett says, I don't have it, I reckon. You don't have it, I reckon.
Okay.
He says, the alt mark.
Oh, man. I wish I had an alt mark. That'd be awesome. I have some civilian-esque naval miniatures that I can paint up that are from roughly that era. From when did the alt mark actually commission? I know it was, it sunk early on in the war, but I'd imagine it's probably a boat from the early chunk of the 20th century, like the very early chunk of the 20th century. Hold on, just a minute here. Okay, so that's that color on there. Now let's dive over and grab. Paul, I've got some ships of roughly that era, some freighters and whatnot for doing fantastic, not fantastic like awesome, but fanciful imaginations type, like Tanganyika sort of actions. Let me go grab the unpainted stuff.
He said it never sunk. Okay, I'm gonna look this thing up here.
Well, hold on. Then what am I thinking of with the Altmark incident? Hold on. That was pre-invasion of Norway, right? The Altmark incident. Where's my phone? Here we go.
Altmark ship. German supply ship Altmark. Let's see.
Not by the British, wasn't it?
Altmark was a German oil tanker and supply vessel, one of 5 of a class built between 1937 and 1939. She is best known for her support of the German commerce raider, Admiral Graf Spee, and her subsequent involvement in the Altmark incident. In 1940, she was renamed the Uchermark and used as a supply tanker to the battleships Scharnhorst and Gneisenau during Operation Berlin, before sailing to Japan as a blockade breaker.
You won kind of close here, Paul. Got the same sort of central bridge and tower with a couple cranes on it. It's not the Altmark, but it's sort of close. Let's see here. The issue is I painted this 1 to 600 stuff already, so I got a bunch of 1 to 2400 World War I stuff.
Grant.
So I was going to paint the original von Spee's kind of wild ride, where he was in command of the German Pacific Squadron or Asiatic Squadron, whatever it was. He was trapped in the Pacific during World War I and just kind of went ham until getting, punched in the face by the Royal Navy off the Falklands.
See, what I need to do, I need to find, and you ship people out there, need to find one of these for me. My grandfather, the indomitable James Haven Word, was a Marine during World War II that was stationed, or not stationed, but was embarked upon the USS U.S. Grant, which was originally an ocean liner named the König William II. And she was seized by the United States during the First World War and renamed USS Madawaska in 1917 before being renamed USS U.S. Grant, AP-29.
Oh, I've got I've got a German boat that looks kind of like that.
Paul Beck says that the Altmark was grounded in a fjord. The Russians ended up with her after Japan surrendered. If that was a single stacker, that would be almost dead on.
Yeah, my point is just don't put in one of the stacks.
Yeah, I mean, that's damn near it. Hold on, I'm gonna blow you up here. Show that to me again.
1,500 tons displacement or 15,000 tons displacement. 502 foot long is U.S. Grant. What is this?
That's damn near it. Oh man, yeah. Like I said, if it just had a single stack,
that's the epitome of just glue in the center one.
Yeah. Where did you get? Okay, what is that? Where'd you get it?
Tumbling dice miniature. I'm looking up what the name of it is. Oh, for Christ's sakes, show me the orders of battle. I think I'm looking for the Battle of Cornell, if I recall correctly.
Okay, 400 scale naval tumbling dice. Don't need the Spanish Armada. Don't need Victorian science. I don't need this Age of Battleships. Maybe under there?
Yes.
And Rocky, hey guys, here to show you my support. Well, thank you, Rocky. I appreciate it, sir. You're a good man.
I believe this is the Otranto, the HMS Otranto, and then I would just put in one stack.
HMS Otranto, huh? Was that under their Age of Battleships line?
I believe so. Well, the HMS Otranto is what the actual ship is. Let me hop on. Let me try and find the email. That would be the easiest way to do this.
There you go. HMS, how's that spelled?
Otranto.
Otranto. All right. So, Wikipedia, armored merchant cruiser requisitioned by the British Admiralty, built before the war of the UK Australia for the UK Australia ran.
Yeah, this is its overall length is 22 feet longer. The tonnage is 2,500 tons less. Yeah, that might be a pretty good stand-in for you.
Yeah, I need to show that to my brother because both of us are like,
Llama. Let's see, tumblingdice.info.uk. Order has been received. We have, ABM 10, Otranto 1908.
ABM 10, Alpha Bravo Mike 10.
Yes, sir.
May have to order that.
Bam. All right, who else has live questions they need solved? McMurray is here.
You can also get the British 1914 Falkland Islands. That's going to give you 2 ABB 42s, an ABB 12, an ABB 13, an ABB 38, and an ABM 10, whatever those are. Now, tumbling dice, you really need to add some photos, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. In this day and age of not having photos, it's not that difficult.
I gotcha. I see it a fair amount, especially once you get into the more kind of niche stuff. It's people who've had the same website for the better part of several decades. Yeah, and their tech knowledge hasn't necessarily grown in that time.
And it's fine, but take a day, take 2, get it done.
My point is sometimes it's not like some of these one-man band places, as they've grown over the years, they don't have the time to do it. Whether that's take everything out, set up lighting, take good pictures of it, switch the stuff over, get it onto a computer, get it all in there. Some of them just don't have the technological know-how to put it in there.
Okay, Tumbling Dice, if you're listening, and I know you're not, but if you're listening, send me one of everything. I'll take photos and get them sent to you so you can, upload everything. Just send me one of everything, and I'll get you taken care of. Don't worry. I don't think they're going to buy that.
Yeah, it happens. I feel like if there was somebody that was going to send, or somebody that was going to randomly get real bizarre naval miniatures, I might take that cake. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, no, that's a good point though. If any random, obscure naval miniature companies would like to send a bunch of stuff to some people to get glowing reviews,
well,
boy, howdy, we are available.
Well, you're only going to get a glowing review if your stuff's actually good. If it's not good,
that's fair. That's very fair. But again,
we will let you know.
Most of these places, if they've been around as long as Tumbling Dice, I can tell you from experience with all the Tumbling Dice stuff that I have. Tumbling Dice, good miniatures. I have a lot of their stuff and a lot of different scales too, which is kind of cool. I've got their stuff like that. I first started with Tumbling Dice with their Age of Sail stuff. Because they've got a good amount of that, which is pretty outstanding. And they've got it in, they do it in 120. They do Age of Sail in 12400, which is reassuring and nice to see because you don't get that a lot, but it's a good scale. And Tumbling Dice's stuff, they make small vessels, not just the big, bulky ships of the line that everybody wants to see, but they make, stuff if you want to play the Quasi Wars. You got Barbary Pirates and stuff like that. It's pretty outstanding. I really enjoy their stuff. It's quite good.
Yeah. So,
cannot recommend it enough.
Like I said, Tumbling Dice, if you're out there, if you're listening, if you need some help with photos, I'm your guy.
I keep trying to remember to tell or to send pictures of stuff to Old Glory because they're the same way. And anybody who has ever listened to this show knows that I love Old Glory miniatures.
Yes, you do.
I love the miniatures. I love the company. The people who work there are great. Every time I talk to them, it's always just a more and more pleasant experience. And
that's a big reason why I like dealing with companies like Old Glory. They're not the 800-pound gorilla. They've been around forever, and they make great product. But not only do they make great product, but they make they care about their customers.
They do. I remember one time I called in an order, and I don't know if it was Teresa or Connie who answered the phone. Either way, I called in an order because I was getting ready for again, kind of like now. I had about a week left before I needed something for a bolt action game or tournament or whatever. I don't even remember what the hell it was, but I had about a week, so I figured I'd call it in. That way I know at least it would get entered right away. I don't know how anything works, but I figured, okay, I'll call it in. That might help. And she's like, man, okay, I've never heard you call in an order before, because they've got a lot of, I'm going to be honest with you, older folks that again have been buying from them for a lot longer than I have.
Right.
And so they do take phone orders apparently quite frequently, which isn't surprising. But so yeah, you mentioned that, and I said, yeah, I got this thing I'm trying to get them done for. I don't know if I'm going to make it. If I don't, it's not a huge deal. It'd just be cool if I could. So I figured I'd give it a shot. If not, I'm going to need these models anyways. I had the models in my hands within 72 hours.
You can't beat that.
Freakish. Yeah.
You can't beat that. That's almost like GCG.
Yeah.
Mr. Tuffley. He's all the way over there in the UK. I ordered something from him, and I defecate you negative. It was like on a Monday that it was ordered. It was here like on Thursday.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did it.
Yeah,
granted, it was
on a plane and bringing it themselves.
Granted, it was before all of this COVID business, which has caused all kinds of delays, but still making it through.
Oh yeah.
Making it through customs and just it.
Yep.
And he's known for that. He's known for getting you your stuff that you've ordered quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I've only like ordered once or twice from him. My brother has ordered scads over the years. And it is always like that. And he's got to have a wormhole technology or some damn thing.
That's damn impressive. I'm about to say, as long as we're talking about quick shipping, especially in small companies, like that's one thing that I've noticed. What disappoints me is when you get this big giant company, that legitimately, okay, they have a shipping department,
right?
And it takes them forever, and it's just one of those, what the hell?
And it's the shipping department isn't just one dude.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like, that's Stan, he's the shipping department. But then you get stuff like, again, GCG, Ian Sky at Irregular Miniatures. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, man. Or Ian, I don't know his actual, I don't think his last name is Bell, but either way, Ian at Irregular Miniatures. He's super nice. If you have any questions at all about like what's in an army pack, or you say, hey, I want to kind of change up one of the army packs, he doesn't give a shit. He'll help you out. He'll work with you. It's fantastic. Yeah. He just, I think, especially he's one of those people where you talk to him and you can tell, dude, he doesn't give a shit. He just enjoys the hobby and wants everybody else to have fun with their toys too.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I like about most of the small companies. They are people that just love the hobby and do whatever it takes to make sure that you continue to love the hobby too.
Yeah, which the whole world needs more of that. But and especially like sometimes the gaming community falls short-sighted on the, well, I have the ability to be a dick, so I'm going to be a dick kind of thing. TMP. But there's that. And it's always awesome to see that. It's fun, when, again, and that's the thing. I don't order miniatures expecting them to get to me within a month, right? Because again, it's miniature companies by and large are not profitable enough for, somebody to run just that. Like that's not most people who run, especially again, the weird crap that I buy.
Yeah.
I don't expect people to, I full blown expect miniatures companies that I buy from to have other jobs in addition. Right.
Yeah. Because their hobby is selling stuff for our hobby.
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, most of the time I order stuff, I full blown, honest to God, do not expect it to get to me within a month. And
when it does, hey, more power to you.
Yeah. Like, oh, cool. That's awesome. Bonus. But that also makes it extra super cool when, it gets to me 3 days later or something like that. Especially because again, you get big companies that can't even get close to that. So that's cool. Like I remember we used to order stuff from Games Workshop directly because we didn't know that War Store existed or anything like that. Also, it was like, 2000. So the price gouging wasn't as extreme.
Right.
And, it would take forever. And, you can continue to do that with companies today. And it's just, come on, guys. Like, these little guys are kicking your ass. And that makes me really happy for the little fella. And it makes you want to tell everybody on earth about the little fella.
Yep. But, so, Paul Beckus, a while back said, my granddad went to war in North Africa on the Aquilina and came back on the Queen Mary.
Oh, dang. There you go.
Very cool. Here's a question for you, McMurray. What color should I paint the lifeboats on the Altmark?
That's one of those, you can never really go wrong, or at least I've always found it's okay if you paint them an off-white, like somebody painted them white at one point in time and then they've just been sitting there. I've always found that to look okay. Or if you go like a natural wood color and you toss a real light wash on it, that always looks good too. By all means, if you can find where, the lifeboats on this boat were painted this, great, do that. I don't care. Or say, you know what, that looks dumb. Or you know what, I want them to look a little different and paint them how you want to paint them.
Yep.
But I usually go with like an off-white kind of color, and then I'll water down a wash and chuck it on there so it kind of brings it out. Because especially on the little stuff like that, I don't know what scale your Altmark is. it can really just make the detail pop in ways that, you might not even see the detail otherwise.
And then he also said, talking about COVID, I got my needle the other day, didn't grow a second head, so that's all good.
There you go. Good stuff. Solid stuff.
Well, my wife Donna was scheduled this last Wednesday to get her second shot, but she got a phone call from the county and said, "Hey, you're going to be in quarantine." So, yeah, she was in quarantine for the fourth time since all this noise started. She was in quarantine from Tuesday through yesterday. So, yeah. And, of course, didn't come up with any symptoms.
Well, that's a good thing, at least.
Yeah. So, yeah, she has been exposed 4 times. Once by me. Well, I mean, she also had the whole last spring semester of school where she wasn't in school, but she could, she wasn't in quarantine. She just couldn't, go to school because school was closed down. So she's been stuck at home 5 different times during all of this business.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
So big bag of monkey. So anywho, we got all of 3 viewers out there. Guys, thanks for joining. Again, if you've got more questions, we're here to answer. Doesn't have to be modeling related. You want to talk about something, we'll talk about it. I can talk about anything. Literally, I can talk about anything.
That's very true.
Did you get a chance to watch any of the show last night, McMurray?
I unfortunately did not. No, I did not.
Okay. Well, we did top 16 best warships in the world.
Oh, there you go.
We are going to have a second one, and we are going to time it when you're going to be able to be there.
Outstanding.
But you will be happy to know the winner.
Missouri?
No.
Victory.
Nope. USS Constitution, baby.
There you go. Outstanding. That's what I'm talking about.
And it went up against USS Missouri for the finals.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, some of the ships we had there were USS Texas, USS Missouri, USS New Jersey.
Contenders.
This time it won't be the best American warships top 16. Only about half of them were American, Paul. The other half were German and British and Australian. I threw out HMAS Canberra for you, even though I also torpedoed it because, well, it was up against the Constitution.
Yeah, sorry, Paul. Old Ironsides always wins.
Yeah, so, sorry about that.
My bad. Consequently, also the only active ship on the U.S. Navy's rosters that has sunk an enemy vessel in war.
What?
But yeah, the USS Constitution. It's the only ship on the U.S.
currently
registry, that has sunk a ship in combat.
Currently on the list. Okay.
Currently, yes.
I was about to say.
No, that has been. Currently,
there's a shit ton of ships during World War II that could have said that.
Yeah, no. Currently attached.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Which is hilarious, also because it is the only ship on the U.S. Navy's roster that I know of that was around when sinking a ship or sinking your enemy was not the goal.
Right. You just wanted to either drive them off or capture them.
Yeah, buddy, you wanted to capture them, man. That's how you get rich, bud. That's how you get rich. That's how every sailor on board does the equivalent of buying a Camaro, except for unlike today's modern enlisted sailors, you don't have 150% insurance on that Camaro because they would have paid it off entirely.
Right. No, my criteria broke down to, could you step on it? Literally today, if you could stand on the ship, that's the one that I picked.
That's fair. You can definitely stand on USS Constitution.
Yep. Yeah, because
you can fit all over the Constitution.
Yeah, USS Texas got beat out by I don't remember, but it was no longer in existence, and I was like, "Come on, you can't even stand on it anymore."
Yeah, that's fair.
So I went and then I went from there.
I mean, once it gets restored, you can. Or can you currently go on to Texas? Or is it currently closed down for restoration?
I don't know if. Well, I can find out real quick.
There you go. I have no idea.
USS Texas, BB-35.
Yeah.
Let's go to USSTexas.com, basically. USSTexasBB35.com.
There you go. Jackpot. That's cool. Man, I do not know what colors to paint any of this stuff because this is a relatively fanciful torpedo boat.
Black and white.
It's based, yeah, right. Well, all the pictures are just grayscale, so I just painted it what I found pictures of.
Yeah. Paul Bexus wants to know, have you guys been on the Constitution? No, I have not. I'd love to.
I have when I was a kid, and I did not realize exactly how awesome what I was doing was. I would do bad things to get to wander around the USS Constitution for a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same with HMS Victory. Sweet Jesus. Yeah.
He also says, I've been on the Victory, the Belfast, and the Mighty Mo. If I'm not okay, the Missouri is at Pearl Harbor, berth just in front of Arizona.
Yep.
Belfast, if I'm not mistaken, that's the one in the Thames, in downtown London, if I'm not mistaken.
No idea. I know county class cruiser from World War II. That counts.
Yeah, and that's not the real Victory, right? It was a remake of the Victory, or is that the actual Victory, like the Constitution?
That's the Victory. I mean, at this point in time, they've both been rehauled and everything to the point where there's not much original timber there. But yes, that is the Victory.
Okay.
Yep. Which is damn impressive.
That's cool.
Actually, again, older than the Constitution, but is not still in the water. It's in dry dock.
Okay.
Yeah, Victory was commissioned and started being built in 1765, as opposed to Constitution in 1797, I believe, something like that. Don't quote me on that. Don't take that one to the bank. You can take 1765 to the bank. I know that at Chatham, but I don't know the exact date on Constitution.
It says Constitution.
I think 1797 sounds too late. I don't know.
Keel laid 1795, launched October 10th, 1797.
Oh, baby. There we go. All right,
Get some sun.
I am proud of myself. That's like when I pulled that Musashi's main guns were 406 caliber out of my ass. Just what? What? That worked?
Her maiden voyage was 22 July 1798.
Buddy.
In 1917, she was renamed Old Constitution, and in 1925, renamed Constitution.
Yep.
Reclassified as IX-21 in 1941, and then no classification as of 1 September 1975. So she is just Constitution at this point.
Yeah, buddy.
Not even USS.
Nope, just Constitution, baby.
She does have a modern style crest.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. Let me see if I can open in a new window. There we go.
Yeah, one of the cool things that I do remember from being on USS Constitution is they had a kind of demonstration of how the capstan worked.
Yeah.
And I got to be the kid who walked around the capstan while they were like 7 or 8 middle-aged men holding on the rope that was being wound around the capstan, just straining and heaving. It was pretty. It was a fun time.
So there you go. USS Constitution. On the sail it says "We the People." Got a bald eagle over a pair of cannon. Got several different types of swords in there. Undefeated.
Yeah, dude.
Old Ironsides. Gotta love that.
Yeah, dude.
Gotta love that.
And before our British listeners jump on, don't hit me with, well, it was really an undersized ship of the line. All that nonsense. Get out of here. Everybody fudge the numbers. Everybody fudge numbers on guns. Everybody fudge the numbers with carronades. Get over it. Oh, well, 3/4 of the crew was impressed. British. Wrong. Go read Theodore Roosevelt's Naval History of the War of 1812. He used primary sources and a lot of research. It was written in 1873, something like that. I don't know. Point being, go read it. He spends like the first 40 to 50 pages just
debunking.
Making fun of all your phony baloney excuses for your performance in the War of 1812 on the naval aspect, okay? I know, you didn't win. You're right, we didn't. But guess what? We had 6 friggin' frigates, okay? Get over it. Get over yourselves. Sorry.
That's okay.
And that's the sound of you unfortunately losing most of your UK viewers. I apologize.
You know what? I'm
all 3 of them.
If I have UK viewers, you know what?
If you have UK viewers, they probably have already heard this talk. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly, because you've said it before. And it's like 2 a.m, so yeah, they've got nothing better to do. So
John Harrington's gonna wake up and just send me a Facebook message. Eat a dick.
There is that. Let's see. The Real Victory, it is still commissioned. It says the dry dock was cool too. It was a Napoleonic era dry dock.
Yep.
And then they have the Dreadnought there as well, but I didn't go on that. Portsmouth is like Disneyland for ship lovers. And they charge a fortune to go on each one. See, that's the thing, right? I understand you gotta make money to be able to keep them floating. I know the USS Texas has had, its own trials and tribulations to stay afloat, and it costs money. I get that, but
dude, Constitution isn't free, but it was cheap enough that my parents didn't mind taking themselves and my brother on there when I was a kid, so it can't be too terribly much.
Yeah, that, and don't nickel and dime people. If people are there to look at the ships, let them look. Maybe charge a little bit extra for getting on all of them, because I think it would be amazing to be able to step on HMS Dreadnought.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be just so cool.
I want to hammer some port in Nelson's day cabin.
There you go.
Like, just, yep, okay, we're doing this. This is a thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna practice the old Royal Navy tradition and get annihilated because, well,
we can,
and because, well, that was the. You can't even say tradition. Like, it seems like way of life is a more appropriate term for that,
right?
Like, how much did you drink today? Pint of rum. How much did you drink yesterday? Pint of rum. And for about 300 years, the British called them sailors. Nowadays, they call them very in need of the NHS.
Right.
But that's okay. That's okay.
Hey, yeah, I did get the right color.
I love you, John. There you go. Good on you.
So,
there we go.
Yeah. Good times.
I hope our UK viewers are listening. I'd imagine they'd actually find this rather interesting. But yeah.
One would think.
Yeah, this is a grayscale other than the torpedoes. This thing looks like some weird naval 28 millimeter equivalent to Schindler's List, where only what I want to be seen is colorized. That didn't turn out at all. It's a grayscale. That's what I was going for there. Sorry, guys. Should I paint? I'm going to paint the decking a dirty, dirty, dirty wood. We'll do that. That'll bring out some color.
Dirty, dirty boy.
Dirty, dirty wood. Let's see here. Let's see. I think the practice of holy stoning was still around in the no, it wasn't. We're done. I'm not even going to think about that right now. The hell am I talking about? Do you think holy stone? No, I'm not. No, I'm not dealing with that. I can't even right now.
What gets me is I showed some pictures of my progress here.
Oh yeah.
To people at work, and one of my coworkers said, "Well, I think I would have taped that off and made the lines a lot crisper." Okay, first off, this son of a bitch is 12 inches long.
Second off, you didn't do shit with it, so
yeah. Second off, you can go eat a basket of male genitalia.
So, is this a model builder, or is this just some?
No, just random jackass.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
And I'm gonna call, and I will call my coworker a random jackass because, well, he is.
I call my coworkers that all the time. It's all good.
Because I didn't see you stepping up and saying, "Hey, you know what? I think it'd be cool if we painted up the boss's granddad's ship for him."
Yeah. Sounds like somebody needs the classic McMurray advice. As long as everybody's having fun, there's no need to be a poopy pants.
Exactly. I think I got this close.
This is not that hard.
Close enough.
I like it.
Mr. Beckus also says I laid down the exact spot Nelson died and took a photo.
Nice. There you go. A little more. That's cool. That's awesome, Paul. God, that'd be cool to see.
And then we got my brother, not NotJay. Jay, the veteran war gamer. He says, "Glad Master Jay isn't watching." Yeah. This is definitely a little more than PG-13.
Who's
my apologies. No. Where's my black? I had it right here. There it is.
No, you went looking for it.
I found it.
Oh, there you go.
I found it. So, but I want to keep painting on with this dark gray since I've got it out. So, anyway, so you said you've got you're thinking about doing some something with what do you call that? Bolt action.
Yeah.
Are they starting something back up?
Yeah, maybe? there's a tournament going on in Rolla this coming weekend, which by all means, if anybody wants to come to Rolla, Missouri, at Eclipse Games, good local game store, by all means, be more than happy, delighted to see you, meet you, play some bolt action. It's kind of odd. You'd think that the first event coming back, people would just be like, yeah, let's just play bolt action. No, it's it's like an escalation type thing. So you got a 400 point list. It's got to be all infantry. You don't get if you play a nationality that gets a free unit, you don't get that, which makes sense because people used to always do that. It was one of those, well, that's cool, except for some of these, like, you play French and you get a free howitzer. It's like, well, that's 20% of your army back on top of itself in points. If you're playing a 400-point game, then you get a free unit that's worth 80. That tends to knock things about a bit. Yeah, so it'll be good. It's like I said, 400 points. I don't know. There's this weird thing in bolt action where flamethrowers are good in bolt action, but they're by no means game breaking. You just have to have a brain. I don't know. You can tell bolt action players are definitely 40K players because they're not used to dealing with adversity, right? Like not used to dealing with challenges and lists. They're very, very used to and expecting to, okay, I'm going to run up against a lot of armor. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to run up against a lot of infantry. Here we go.
Yeah.
And as soon as a kink gets thrown into those works, some people just have real trouble dealing with that. And so you get stuff like that where it's like, oh, also no flamethrowers. Really? Okay, whatever, guys. This stuff really isn't that hard to deal with. The last bolt action tournament that I went to, which is in Salem, Missouri, or St. Robert, Missouri, down by Fort Leonard Wood, was very fun. It's a big thing every year called Mo History. The first one was the biggest bolt action tournament, I want to say, in the world that year, because we had like 60-something players.
Yeah.
In the U.S., but very fun. But it does, being that big, it does tend to attract some people who aren't nearly as fun. I played a guy this year in the last game at the top table who decided to fully embrace I think I can cheese out flamethrowers with 3 or 4 Stuart Zippos or Satans or whatever the hell they were called, the Stuarts with flamethrowers on them.
Right.
And then just cheesed out flamethrowers, and I was playing my normal fins that I play every time I play bolt action. And I wound up winning. But he had real trouble kind of dealing with that to the point where he just and this isn't something I like talking about. It's he just started fucking cheating to the point where he claimed he could, assault infantry by moving his tank backwards onto an objective. And then while I was distracted saying, dude, you can't do that, and arguing that point, he wound up running his Jeep over terrain that a wheeled vehicle can't cross over, which, on one hand, props to him because he absolutely had me completely distracted and snuck that one past me. I didn't even realize that until after the game, and I was like, wait a minute, he can't do that either. But I still wound up winning. It really soured me on the entire thing. It's like, I'm not playing 40K anymore. This is why I stopped playing 40K. Like, I'm not doing this. And then it was disappointing because I don't know. It was just one of those, this is not why I'm here. And then honestly, the tournament organizer quite intelligently did the same thing. He's like, okay, I'll change it, but don't say anything about it to anybody. And then we're sitting there and it's like, wait a minute, I just won at the top table. Wait, where's my name? Oh, he just said, don't say anything about it to anybody so that I would not say anything about it to anybody. And then he could not have to change anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. That's disappointing. Paul, I'm very happy that's the situation. That being said, I'm sure if you've played bolt action enough with enough random people, just showing up to game stores, you've probably run into some of those people who changed over. And on one hand, by all means, yay, they're playing historicals. That's outstanding. But good gravy, man. There's some dicks who play bolt action because it is the intro game from 40K and stuff for people. For a long time, that was Flames of War. It seems to no longer be, which is fine with me because Flames of War version 4, I'm not a huge fan of.
Right.
But yeah, no, I'm happy for that, Paul. I'd be delighted to play bolt action with you, Paul. You should come on over to sunny St. Louis, Missouri, because you got more time on than me and you make more than I do. So, no. But, no, again, I'm not trying to say that for every bolt action player. I have a group of bolt action players here in St. Louis that I play with all the time that I really enjoy playing with. One of those guys is one of those guys, which is always disappointing. It really kind of drives you away from playing bolt action. But, yeah, playing any game, to be honest with you, isn't fun when you play with that guy. And everybody knows who that guy is.
Yep.
He's the guy who builds a list because he knows what your list is going to be. And so he builds a list to wreck that list. Or honestly, People who build lists in general are usually rather frustrating, but that's okay. To a certain extent, anytime you have a points-based game, you have to build a list. But people who are there to min-max and figure out how to get, whatever it is for their points, or I'm going to combo this up. I don't know. We're playing historical war games. Like, I'm going to build a platoon, man. And then we're going to go with that. I'm not going to have a squad of airborne and then a squad of mechanized engineers so I can get a couple of flamethrowers. And then, the airborne can't do this. Well, we're going to pull this Peleliu defense perimeter squad so that I can have two 1919s in that squad. And, okay, whatever, man. All right, bye. I'm going to go play with somebody that I enjoy playing with. And we're going to play Chain of Command.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is one of the things I enjoy about Chain of Command, because you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't cheese it up.
Perth. I recognize that word.
City on the western coast of Australia. They had the America's Cup there. 19 was that the 1988?
Oh Jesus! Now look who's all about sailing ships.
Oh, dude, I love the America's Cup.
Okay, what do you think?
Yeah,
all right.
I'm digging.
All right. I'm obviously going to wash it so we can see all the planking again, but I'm not disappointed with how it's turned out so far.
So I don't know what that equates to like real money, but
Paul talking about Monopoly money?
I will guarantee you it is a shed load more than I make.
Yeah, same. Yeah, get out of here, Paul. Are you crazy?
Let's see here. Now, Australian dollar to USD. 116.000.
I know it's not 116 USD, but I know it's significantly more than
it's
than Nick Murray pay.
Yeah, it's double what I make, son. At least.
Something tells me Paul's got all kinds of costume jewelry on his hat and stuff and his lapels.
Yeah, if they do the scrambled egg things on the brim.
I'm just giving you trouble, Chief.
We love you. We love you.
You know that because we always yell your name like Norm on Cheers whenever you comment in the chat.
Yep. Let's see.
Yeah, apparently you don't mean I should come to Perth. You mean I should move to Perth, is apparently what you're saying.
Yeah, right. Okay. In 1983 is when Australia finally pulled the America's Cup away from the United States. Australia 2.
You got to share the win sometimes. It keeps people coming back to play.
What's that?
I said you got to share the win sometimes. It keeps people coming back to play.
Let's see. Where is Fremantle? Yep, western coast at the mouth of the Swan River in the metropolitan area of Perth. So, yeah, it was in Perth. 1987 America's Cup. He says we're recruiting an additional 800 new police over the next 2 years. McMurray, there you go, brother.
We about got a whole lot less PG-13 here for a second there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know any of your weird hand symbols, Paul. Like, I'd think people were not offended. I don't know. I only know American obscene hand signals or hand symbols. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely got waved at one time when I was assigned to a different precinct and got really confused. Like, does that guy need help? No, he just likes us. Oh, okay.
And he says, I'm north near Burns Beach.
Oh, he's near a beach too? Jesus Christ, Paul.
Oh, yeah, it's You know,
I mean, that's fair. I guess if you live in Australia, you're near a beach, aren't you?
not necessarily, because there's a whole huge freaking desert out in the middle of.
Yeah, but there aren't many people that live in the interior of Australia, are there? I thought that was mostly like, sand and nature that wants to kill you.
Well, I mean, you have the Aborigines.
That's fair.
Here you go. Recruit pay is $60K, $80K after 6 months of academy.
Get the fuck out of here. Moving to Australia.
Warmutt says, "Go for it, McNugget. Move to the bush."
Yeah, I'm never going through another police academy in my life. Nope.
But remember, he did just pay $50 for shipping.
Yeah, exactly. Wait a minute. Hold on. Imagine how much all my Old Glory shipping is going to be to get to Australia. We're not doing that. Jesus Christ, Paul. I'll be right back.
Kalgoorlie. See, that's the other thing. It's probably spelled Kalgoorlie, but it's pronounced like, I don't know, some damn thing other, because sometimes I can't understand what Australians say. I do know that throw another shrimp on the Barbie isn't real. All right. Oh, yeah, McMurray would definitely not be pleased with that. Oh, no beaches near Kalgoorlie, just desert and scrub. Warmutt should know all about that then. Chris Long A. Let's see. Talk about. It says that's good. PayPal. I'll wait for McMurray to come back. So we know that Paul is also painting a ship, the Altmark. Chris Long, what are you working on? I know Warmutt is watching his medical soap opera.
I'm back. Sorry about that. I heard I'll wait till McMurray gets back. That's all I heard.
Yeah, it says Old Glory is a no-go.
Oh, what? Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I don't know about this then, Paul.
And then Chris Longe came in. Paul is at Mine Country, about where he grew up. It says no beaches near Kalgoorlie. Kalgoorlie, I don't know. Just desert and scrub. I made the comment that desert and scrub, Warmutt should feel familiar. And he said, yeah, gold and nickel mining. Okay. I thought so. I think I was there in 1977. See, we have all these people that are around us, part of our little community that have has traveled all over. Yeah. And here's me. I've been like a quarter of an inch into Mexico and like a half inch into Canada.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. We crossed the Mexican border almost by accident on a Boy Scout trip one time. We're there for like 3 hours. That's it. Canada, I caught Niagara Falls, and then I took a dump in Canada when I was on the Great Lakes canoeing. Didn't realize it was Canada. Realized I was causing an international incident and got out of there. Don't tell whatever the Canadian equivalent of the Department of Homeland Security is about that. Unless there's some sort of statute of limitations of pooping on foreign soil as a U.S. national in Canada. But I don't know.
I did quite a bit of that, but I was there legally.
Yeah, I was not. Well, actually, at that point in time, it was probably fine. But yeah.
I did a canoe trip in the Boundary Waters.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was doing. Yeah.
But I actually went into Canada on purpose.
Oh, yeah. I just really had to go to the bathroom.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It was one
It
of those.
happens. It happens.
Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. None of these islands are large enough to, get that 100 yards off of the water you're supposed to do.
Right.
So I was like, oh, that's a shore. I don't care. Go. We're going over there.
So Chris Long is painting United States Marine Corps Prince and Marpat.
Oof.
Warmut says, no, I'm painting the shelves for the mini mart. Okay. Beckus wants to know what Chris was doing in Cal. Jay says, to be fair, I haven't been to Africa or Australia. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. And also, to be fair, both of the time, every time he's been off of North America, it was for a deployment with the military. So, thank you for your service, Jay.
Brother action going here. Yeah, but you were always there.
Yeah. And he says, quit chewing my nails. Yes, I need to quit chewing my nails. I'm doing my best by painting. Cool. Also says, you'd make a terrible plumber. Okay, fair enough. I saw a camel take a dump in Dubai.
Nice.
I saw a camel take a dump in the San Antonio Zoo. Does that count?
Yeah, I'm about to say, St. Louis has a great zoo. I mean, I've seen that, yeah.
And we did some traveling with family all over while my dad was working.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
That's really cool, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
My family just traveled to national parks around the Midwest when I was a kid, which, given that the extent of the reliability of the vehicle was about 400 to 600 miles, we saw a lot of the Western theater of the Civil War, which was cool.
Yeah.
I had an uncle who lived in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So that 600 miles also extended to 600 miles from him if we could, overlap those two. So wound up seeing like Vicksburg and all that stuff. Basically anything in Tennessee, Kentucky. It was good. Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas.
Very cool.
For whatever reason, my family was terrified of going west of I-55, though. So never hit like Texas or Oklahoma or any of that. No, we don't do that. Never go west of 55. I don't know why. Travel down 55 all you want to. Never go west.
So they didn't take the advice of go west, young man.
No. I think my mom had just about enough of young men between my brother and I in the back of a car for 10 hours. So.
Right.
Yeah. I can't blame her. We were terrible.
One of the trips that the family took, we've got lake property up in Minnesota, and I think it was 1978 or 79, somewhere along in there. We trucked on up to Minnesota from San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, Jesus.
In a Pacer.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
So we had that going for us.
Little car, you got two brothers just beating the living bejesus out of each other in the back seat. The difference is, in 78, it was still legal for your mom to turn around and beat the bejesus out of you. My mom was just having to yell at us, and then,
Well, the thing was, if it was 78, I was already in Minnesota because I would have left right around the end of May, first part of June, to drive up there with my grandmother and step granddad in their RV.
Oh, then what are you complaining about? You're driving a house to Minnesota.
Well, there's another story along with that, but it's just the trip that that my brother and mom and dad had to go through.
Yeah.
So, but apparently it was Jay's year to go. I don't remember what year it was. It was an odd numbered year. Let's see here. Get back to that story here real quick. Paul Beck says, I'm coming to see you guys one day when you have your famous convention on. Outstanding, Mr. Beckus. Would love to see you here.
Convention planning starts today.
Marpat and CADPAT suck to paint, so I'm trying new methods to speed it up. What
scale
are you doing? 28 millimeter? Because if you're doing 15s, a stipple brush is your friend. I'm just saying. Mr. Beckett says best place in the world is Hawaii. There's only 2 reasons I ever want to go to Hawaii. Well, 3. Number 1 is I want to see Pearl Harbor. I want to see Pearl Harbor. I want to go out to the Arizona. I want to go on to Missouri. Number 2, I want to go to the Big Island and see the volcano. And number 3, I want to eat a fresh picked pineapple. I mean, I want that sucker to go straight off the top of the plant into my hands, sliced and eaten, because I love pineapple, and I think that would be just the bomb. So that's me and Hawaii. I don't care about the surf or the beach or nothing else. And I don't like the idea of like $18 gallons of milk.
I used to think that women in Hawaii just wore grass skirts and no shirts, and that was really the driving factor.
Or you?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Not necessarily wrong, but you're wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't. No, it wasn't the Pacer. It was the St. Regis. You're right, Jay. You're right. And then when I was a kid, we only went one place for holidays, Esperance, a 4-hour drive from Kalgoorlie.
Sounds about right.
Australia sounds a lot like Texas when you can drive for days, it seemed like, and not get out of Texas. Literally, my mom's parents lived about 8 or 9 hours away, and we were still in Texas.
Right?
The
UK is what, like 200 miles long?
I don't know what the actual mileage is there, but there's a saying. And I'm probably going to screw it up, and Jay will be able to correct me. 200 miles in England is a long distance. 200 years in America is a long time.
Let's see here.
And yeah, Jay, you're correct. It was the St. Regis because it was after. Well, no, it wouldn't have been the St. Regis. Well, was it after? No, it had to.
All right, so let's see here. Portsmouth is in the south of England, so Portsmouth to, I don't know, Edinburgh. That's up in Scotland.
Yeah, Edinburgh. Yeah,
that is 400 miles. Okay, so it's not quite as short as I thought. I think I was thinking of just England, not necessarily Great Britain as a whole.
Right.
Let's see. Let's try Falkirk. I know that's down by the Antonine Wall.
So, Paul Beckus also says, Dole Pineapple Plantation Tour is for you. Pineapple ice cream, pineapple chocolate, pineapple everything. Dude, I am all about pineapple. And if you ever go to Disney World, treat yourself to a Dole Whip. It is a frozen concoction of pineapple goodness, and you do it as a float because then it's a soft serve. It's not ice cream. There's no ice cream in there, as I've been told many times when I explain it to people by my brother. There's no ice cream in it, but it's like a soft serve ice cream. And it's pineapple-y, and it's wonderful. And what they do is they put in the pineapple soft serve, and then they pour pineapple juice on top of it. It's delicious. Anyway.
Oh, that's what it is. A buddy of mine grew up in Cardiff in Wales, and we asked him how far that was from London, and he's like, I don't know, like 150 miles. And it was one of those, all right, I've legitimately driven less than that to buy beer.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. And here it is. In the U.S., 100 years is a long time. In the U.K., 100 miles is a long distance.
There you go. sounds about right. Yeah.
Because my mom and dad live 7-hour drive away. My wife's mom and dad live 4 hours away. It's all a win. Yeah, because that's far enough away. They just don't drop in.
That's fair. Look at you go, Paul. Solid.
Had it at Pineapple World. You know what? I'm all down for being at Pineapple World then.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then Jay says pedantry is its own reward. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, I'm coming right along with this thing. What do you guys think?
Oh, absolutely. Also, I'd like to point out, NotJay, you have a painting cam now.
Yes, I do.
You're used to being as ghetto as I am, but you have a painting camera now, buddy.
Yeah, I do.
How cool is that? Oh,
Look
damn.
at
that. God, that is clear, man. I like it.
Yeah, let's see how it looks tonight. Let's go.
Let's go biggie size that one.
How's that look, boys?
Outstanding is how that. Holy shnikey, that's really, really clear, man.
How's
yeah, there we go. Autofocus works real well today.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on last show. Yeah. So here's my Darth. Here's my Darth. I definitely need to get a light behind the camera. Let's do this.
I got a camera right here and a light right here. Kind of works out. Oh wow, that looks. I like Darth Vader. That's always a cool model.
Come on, focus in. Yeah, the ship's supposed to be the star of the show tonight.
So bring the ship back. It looks great too.
Let's see here. I still have on this side. I've got to get some black in here and black back here.
I gotcha.
Black back here.
I like it, man. It looks good.
And then on this side, I've got, black in here, black, some more black. Yeah, coming right along. I would not be as far along with this as I am right now if y'all weren't here. So I appreciate it. And Paul, thank you for your compliment and your comment. I appreciate it. It's what I appreciates about you.
Is that what you appreciates about him?
Oh, look, ground.
About 20% off there, NotJay. God, what a great show.
It is. It is. For those of you that have watched the War Room Ramble, you know that we love Letterkenny. And all I can say is I absolutely have 100% able to thank my brother for that.
Oh, outstanding.
I really need to build a model ship. I've got the 1700 Graf Spee and Bismarck sitting in boxes. What the... Dude, come on, man.
Build them up. Go get the cheapest fit, gray dollar auto primer you can find. Prime them, dry brush them, wash them, maybe you're done.
Yep.
All good. All good.
So, there you have it.
I remember seeing a Battleship Marat labeled diorama at an IPMS show one time, and somebody had just done a very, very well done water base with some stuff poking out of it.
Yeah.
Lone Stuka flying away. And I was like,
oh, nice.
That's fantastic. I get it. It's because your Navy's a joke, Soviet Russia. Yeah. Yeah. That's what happens when you put pre-World War I ships in as harbor defense vessels. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Yeah. But World War II wouldn't have been won without the Soviets. They won the war.
So that's what we're gonna do today, huh? We're gonna fight today. All right.
All I can say is, and I'm gonna say this just briefly. and not go further with it, is they might have lost a lot of men and women in that war, but without the United States supplying a vast number of
Everything.
their
Everything.
boots.
You can just say everything. Yeah.
Let's see. Warmut. Wow, wife wanted me to open up some house paint and put a sample on the wall. Really? 8:30 p.m. Ugh. I'm back. Wife happy. Good for you. Festoon Europa don't get cracked with only one front. Yeah, that's the other thing. And let's be honest, there was more than one D-Day. Everybody forgets Dragoon.
Everybody does forget Dragoon. Everybody also forgets that the U.S. and British forces took Rome on June 5th.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine being that guy? It's like, yeah, we did it. This is awesome. And thunder, bye-bye. And then you're fighting the rest of the war through northern Italy and watching dickheads in France get all the glory. I say dickheads, but watching the GIs in France get all the good stuff.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, that would suck.
Woohoo, look at us. We're number one. Hey, wait. Where's our headlines? Damn it.
Wait a minute. Where'd it go? I'm about to say, man, that's all I'm going to say on the Lend-Lease thing is when both Boris Sokolov and Nikita Khrushchev publicly acknowledged that the Soviet Union would not have won World War II without Lend-Lease, or would not have been able to survive World War II without Lend-Lease. I'm counting that one as a win. Nikita Khrushchev.
Yeah.
For the record. Yeah. Like, look it up. And then Boris Sokolov, who's basically the USSR's state historian for most of the latter half of the 20th century. Like, those are ones that you have hard times arguing with.
Yeah. Wasn't Khrushchev the one that took his shoe off and beat it on the what do you call those things? The desk
UN
at the United Nations. Yeah.
Khrushchev did all kinds of colorful stuff, but yeah, including taking over the defense of Stalingrad. So
yeah. True story. My wife's grandmother worked in a shoe factory in Pittsfield, Illinois. They made boots for the Soviets.
Yep, not surprising.
There you go. Without NotJay's grandmother-in-law, the Soviets wouldn't have won the war.
Pretty much. That and every U.S. rail manufacturing worker in the U.S., given that by 1942, I think already, only 11% of rolling stock in the entire USSR was made domestically.
Yeah.
Mainly because 100% of it was captured. Yeah, good job, guys. Same as food, fuel, everything. Airplanes, tanks, guns, ammo, boots, every piece of logistical transport you can think of. But they had the gas truck. You're right. But also no. We don't see pictures of Jeeps. Yeah, it's because all I cared about was propaganda. Sorry, bud.
Deuce and a halves.
Yeah, deuce and a halves, Jeeps, anything. Anything, man. It's like finding the rare picture of British civilians and stuff and Home Guard.
Yeah.
In 1940 with all kinds of just weird, random U.S. commercial manufacturer rifles like 22s and shit that were sent over to the UK because it was like, oh yeah, we don't like the Germans either. Yeah, let's send them this.
Right.
Like, wait a minute. But Dad, yeah, I did this 18 years ago. I'm sending him my rifle because I don't want to go back. Sorry.
Yep.
We found some outstanding St. Louis Post-Dispatch articles from that time period, kind of, early, late 1939, early 1940 through like May 1940, that every interview is just, I don't want to do that again. Like, no, sorry.
Yeah.
This is
been
not
there, done that.
Priorities. Yeah.
Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah. Not my priority. Got the T-shirt. Met the Mademoiselle. Nope. They're like Anzac folks going to Turkey nowadays. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Right. Paul Beckett says, everyone forgets New Guinea. 100,000 Japanese troops, only 6,000 of them survived the war. Yeah.
All thanks to the Bob Stemple tank.
That was some rough times for him. Guys, be careful. We are Americans. We can't be proud or boast about our country anymore. Yeah, whatever. What am I going to do? Get canceled?
All 3 of our viewers are going to be terrifyingly sad.
And we got 2 right now.
Oh. Well, given that you share a bunch of genes with one of them. Oh, no. Warmutt's on.
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
We got Warmutt and probably Mr. Beckus, so, you know. It's appreciated.
Yeah, you guys are the best. Oh, God, I just paid Brian a compliment. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. All right. Oh, yeah, I got to wash the deck. Let's see how that turns out. I'm kind of at a loss for what to do here for a good amount of this, to be honest with you. Gosh, I could paint this little flagpole I put in the stern, huh? What do you think? What do you say?
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's do that. I'm not even going to put paint down on the palette. I'm just going to pull some right off the tip of the bottle here. Oof, just gave it the old plunge test. All right, here we
go. Let's do this.
Mr. Warmup, what you been painting recently? I thought you were doing some Wasteland Warriors stuff. Didn't I see that? You were painting some angry folks, some plants or whatnot. I think, wasn't it like a plant or a big worm or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Reaper miniatures, I believe, if I recall correctly. Bam. All right, there's that.
All right. I think this is turning out decent.
Remarkably productive session, man. This is wild. Yeah. Sitting down and actually doing stuff is not something I necessarily get to do very often.
Well, it's part of the reason why I decided to start doing these is
to just sit here and work.
Let's see here. Yeah. Octothorpe cancel, NotJay. I refuse to call it hashtag Octothorpe Lives Matter.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about now, so we're good.
Octothorpe. That's the thing in front of where it says cancel, NotJay. That's called an Octothorpe.
Well, I thought it was pound sign.
No. Hashtag is definitely not it. Pound sign is okay, but Octothorpe is the real joy. When Mini Warbutt is giving you kisses.
No, he's giving you kisses.
Yeah. Interesting how we call ourselves miniature gamers, yet 90% of our time is painting and building. Exactly.
That's why we need 4-piece resin models. Bring back the acceptance of 4-piece resin models.
Yes.
God.
Paul said, just finished my workout. Normally I listen to Sabaton to get me through. I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
You know, it's always a fun one. I've taken to just listening to random lectures that I find on YouTube. And that's always a fun time, like, because the gym I work at is usually relatively empty. But then occasionally somebody walks in and it's just, what are you listening to? I used to do ebooks too.
Yeah.
Which was always entertaining. And then one day I was listening to Animal Farm. And they were singing whatever the song is from Animal Farm. Beasts of England.
Yeah.
And the person reading Animal Farm was actually singing Beasts of England. And I was like, Yeah, okay, this is weird. I'm sorry. That's fair.
Yeah, next. Warmut says yes, getting some Wasteland Monsters, etc. for my game. And then Warmut # WTF.
Yeah, it's what that thing's called, you doofus.
Jay says going to be on much longer. I finished payroll and I'm about to get the paints out. I'm not going to be streaming, but I will be on for a little bit longer. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut down. We've been on for 1 hour and 40 minutes. I am limited to the number of hours I can play or can go each month unless I want to pay money. And at this point in time, I really don't want to pay any money. So I can go ahead and I think I am going to go ahead and close out for the night. Jay, I'll shoot you an invite to the StreamYard here. And you can hang with McMurray and me. Warmut, if you want to join, you can. And hell, Mr. Beckus, I got your email. I'll shoot one to you too if you want to join us. But folks, thanks for being here. If anybody crazy enough decides to watch this later, thank you. It's greatly appreciated. Y'all have a wonderful night, wonderful morning, wonderful day. Take care. Yeah, Mr. Beckus, you take care. Be safe out there, man. It's not easy.
Take care, buddy.
So you have a good night. Warmut, if you want in, just message me. And so apparently my new sign off is Skittles. So what? There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Skittles. We'll catch you next time, guys. Thanks for joining.